Okay, so the next part, the next video here is we're going to look at relationships on graphs. So this is very important because the majority of our graphs in physics will center around these relationships. Okay, so after applying graphs, you may be asked to describe the relationship that is present, or on a multiple choice question, you may be asked the same question, right? So, what is the relationship between this variable and that variable? Okay. And these are the four basic relationships. The first one, of course, is our linear relationship. And what that means is y is proportional to x. Now, remember, proportionality means as one changes, the other one changes. So basically, if I increase, as x increases, y increases. And that's why we call it a direct relationship, right? So as one goes up, the other goes up. Okay. And then vice versa. One goes down, the other goes down. The next one is our inverse relationship. Okay. Where y is proportional to 1 over x. And again, how does this work? If let's say y went down, that means x had to have gone up. Okay. And so you can kind of see what's happening is as x increases, my y values are decreasing. Okay. And the next one, the next graph, which is important, is our quadratic relationship, right? This is essentially, p or x versus t. And so y is proportional to x squared. And then the last one is our square root relationship, where y is proportional to the square root of x. Okay. Now, these will lead right into the next video, okay, because the next video is going to focus on linearization of data. And so these relationships are very important. At AP Physics 1, it doesn't get more complicated than these three particular functions, okay? And as you go in the course, you'll run into square root functions when you talk about simple harmonic oscillators. Of course, in Unit 1, you're looking at the position versus time graph. So we're looking at that quadratic. Linear, same thing. Linear pops up everywhere. Inverse will pop up, especially if you're doing it in a lab and you're doing, you're finding one that I can think of if it is F equals ma, and you want to find what is the acceleration. Well, it's going to be F over m. So you're looking at that inverse relationship between force and mass in some way. Okay. But just being able to recognize what the relationships on graphs are without even having to do any kind of calculation is very important. And so, again, this will lead right into the linearization of data